the Results Show on Fox. Today we will discuss the 2020 election results for the Georgia Senate and District 7 House race with Nathan Lewis and Tyler Boyer. Last time we correctly predicted that Perdue will lead in the Senate race, but will still have to face Ossoff in a runoff in January due to his inability to secure 50% of the vote as required by Georgia's state law for victory. Voter turnout in presidential election years is historically higher than midterm years, which is a fixed factor that made these congressional races more competitive. First, we will go to Nathan to hear his thoughts on the Senate race.
Thank you, Cassie. Every congressional campaign has medium-term factors that members of Congress and hopeful members of Congress cannot control, and short-term factors which they can control. Ossoff held Perdue under 50% by capitalizing on medium-term factors such as the pandemic and the economy, and outperforming Perdue in short-term factors such as fundraising and advertising. Moreover, Biden won the state by 0.2 points, but Perdue led Ossoff by 1.7 points, which indicates split-ticket voting. This correlates with historical trends because split-ticket voters are more likely to defect to the incumbent. However, Perdue has struggled this election versus 2014. In 2014, Perdue won the seat by 7.9 points. Therefore, his sophomore surge was negative 6.1. What are your thoughts, Tyler?
Well, Nathan, last time at Fox 7, we rated the race as lean Republican due to the state's PVI of R+5. We believe that the reason that Perdue is in a runoff is because of his incumbency advantages. Perdue has used his powers of representing, legislating, and caseworking to show the Georgian people that he is worth re-electing. Perdue was able to have easier access to media exposure and generate his own press as a privilege of being an incumbent. Also, like Nathan mentioned, he capitalized on the advantage incumbents have in split-ticket voting. Biden flipped the state blue, but Perdue could still maintain his seat as a Republican because the winning party of the presidential race statistically does worse in a runoff election. Back to you, Cassie.
Thank you, Nathan and Tyler. We at Fox 7 believe that Perdue will ultimately win the runoff in January. Let's move to the District 7 House race. Last time we rated the district as tilt Democratic and predicted that Bordeaux would win by a few points. The final results were Carolyn Bordeaux with 51.4% of the vote and Rich McCormick with 48.6% of the vote. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
Part of Bordeaux's success can be attributed to lack of an incumbent in an open seat race. Bordeaux was not a quality challenger because she had never held public office before, but still won the District 7 House seat, perhaps riding on the presidential coattails of Biden, who won the state for the first time since 1992.
This year in Georgia was a tough one for Republicans, which can be highlighted when we calculate the splurge for Republican candidates in these two races. Following Rob Woodwall's retirement, McCormick, a candidate from the same party, did 3 points worse. When you add this retirement slump to Purdue's sophomore surge, you get a negative 9.1 splurge for Republicans in these races. Back to you, Cassie.
Not the results Republicans in Georgia were hoping to see. This has been Results Show on Fox.